HENTAI vs Furries is a poorly made 99-cent Steam game developed and published by Seedwall on January 20th of 2020. Although a seemingly uneventful and lackluster game, the unofficial speedrunning community behind it comes packed with rivalries, twists, backstabbing, and a grand race to be the world record holder for a game most people have never even heard of. This is a complete history of HENTAI vs Furries speedrunning. Seedwall is a nobody studio who, if they had some sort of notoriety, would have been known for producing low-quality anime girl games, with every once in a while a mix of something not hentai related, who appeared in 2018 and seemingly disappeared in late 2020, never be heard from or missed by anyone ever again. That is, besides some anniversary updates to their games. Much like the studio that created the game, HENTAI vs Furries speedrunning popularity, and specifically the Any % category, seemingly appeared out of nowhere, kickstarted by a small YouTube channel known as DT with Me. Now, before diving into the complete speedrunning history, some more context is needed in order to fully understand and appreciate the complexities of such a game speedrun. To beat HENTAI vs Furries, the players must kill 20 rabbit creature things, I'm assuming they're a stand-in for furries, and then kill one final boss at the top of the map. Simple concept, mostly simple execution. DT with Me began the speedrunning community for this game on March 23rd of 2020, uploading a video titled HENTAI vs Furries Any %, and finishing his run with a solid 1 minute and 13 seconds. In the early days of HENTAI vs Furries Any % speedrunning, rudimentary tactics took center stage, with DT and Me using the first right side dash technique to cut down his overall time. You see, whenever you kill a furry in this game, you are granted some in-game cash. By rushing to the right and racking up a lot of kills, the player could then go back and buy better guns from the mystery box, a special box near spawn that drops random weapons when given cash, to get more kills and kill the final boss. While this worked in the start, it is clear to anyone that in order to survive in such a competitive and high-skilled environment, change in strategy would be a necessity. Although DT with Me remained the dominant king of the HENTAI vs Furry speedrunning community, in part because he was the only person in the community, deep in the shadows of somewhere in either Europe or America, another person was plotting and training. Little did DT with Me know, but a rivalry was brewing that literally no one would ever, and I mean ever, care or probably know about. But regardless, it was about to begin. And DT with Me was not ready. Months and months would pass before DT with Me's record would be usurped by a runner known as Grayson McCaw. McCaw barely edged out a win over DT with Me on October 22nd, 2020, with a final time of 1 minute and 9 seconds. Grayson McCaw did not deviate much from DT with Me's right side dash technique, and simply got better RNG, resulting in a few saved seconds. But McCaw was not done just yet. A few days later, on October 27th, 2020, McCaw beat his own record and posted a final time of 1 minute and 3 seconds to his YouTube channel. This would have been an impressive and celebratory feat for all 3 to 4 people invested in HENTAI vs Furry speedrunning at the time. But notice, I say, it would have been. Champion and king of the speedrunning community, DT with Me was not about to be undone. Later, he unveiled a brand new tactic, coined the ATM dash by me, where you avoid sprinting right to the map and instead get cash from the ATM to buy guns from the mystery box, an attempt to shave down his time. And shave down his time he did, getting the first sub 1 minute run in HENTAI vs Furries history. His final time was roughly 59 seconds, beating McCaw's record on the same exact day of October 27th, 2020. And just as quickly as it had been birthed, the bitter rivalry between the two died on the same day, as McCaw retired from HENTAI vs Furries speedrunning, his 1 minute and 3 second run still being his last uploaded video to his channel. Shortly after, and akin to pissing on a dead man's grave, DT with Me beat his own world record again the very next day, posting a final score of just 56 seconds. He had adapted, and he had succeeded. To win in this environment, you were gonna need change. And for almost the whole entirety of a full month, DT with me enjoyed his comfortable lead in the speedrunning community. It would be the last, almost full month he would ever hold that record again. Due to a stupid competition between a friend and I began to Twitch stream my runs of Hentai vs Furries on my Twitch channel, also called Win Win Wee, inspired by DT with me's videos. Our intention was to speedrun the mostly unknown game to see which one of us could get the world record first. Pretty straightforward, and hey, anything was better than sitting through an English class in quarantine. We put a collective total of 8 hours more than we should have into the game, but only one of us got the world record. On November 23rd, 2020, a day that will live in infamy, I set the world record for the Any % category to Hentai vs Furries, posting a final time of 51 seconds and 34 milliseconds, a score that probably only wowed DT with me, the only other competitive speedrunner at this time. As history often repeats itself, after seeing my posted score, DT with me, the creator of the speedrunning Any % category for Hentai vs Furries, a titan in his own right, retired from the community, never uploading another speedrun again. It was truly the end of an era. It was in my world record run where I used a mostly unknown mechanic of the game to shave off tons of time, the elusive double jump. For some reason, probably because the game was poorly made by a nobody studio on a budget just large enough to get a Big Mac, you can kind of double jump whenever you feel like it, and through testing different ideas, I realized you could use DT with me's ATM dash, and rather than take a long route to the mystery box before getting kills, you can position yourself on a handle and just double jump onto the mystery box and immediately veer left to get kills. This strategy, which I dub as the ATM double dash strategy, would prove very effective in getting top scores. Too effective, in fact. Just a few weeks later, a YouTuber named DeadpoolRS succeeded in getting the first sub 50 second run, shattering my record with his 47.93 second run on December 6th, 2020. I was so impressed by his skill that I was completely determined to beat his run, but after clocking in a few more hours and being unable to break sub 50 seconds, I realized what I was doing and got completely disinterested and decided to step back from the speedrunning community. Instead, I decided I would focus on getting Hentai vs Furries speedrunning more largely recognized, an effort that largely consisted of spamming speedrun.com with endless requests to make Hentai vs Furries Any % an official game category. So far, they have denied every request I've ever sent. And believe me, I've sent a lot of requests. A month later, DeadpoolRS would post a final time of 46 seconds and 27 milliseconds, the fastest score ever achieved, and, at the time of this video, the world record run. With good aim, great RNG, and the use of tactics such as the ATM double dash, DeadpoolRS became a Hentai vs Furries speedrunning legend and an absolute force to be reckoned with. It was upon seeing this great time that I decided I would officially retire from Hentai vs Furries speedrunning, and have not opened the game since. Their community has seen a lot of growth, and the dedicated few who grind this game to get better and better times, well, their effort largely goes unnoticed. Squeezing down times from 1 minute and 13 seconds to less than 47 seconds in such a short amount of time is really a grand feat, and I think deserves some recognition. Hence this comprehensive video. Listen, if you want to get into the speedrunning community, don't. Seriously, I guess for $1 it isn't that expensive, but speedrun.com's intrinsic, nefarious hatred of this game and subsequent refusal to recognize it means that the community will likely fail to grow beyond where it stands right now. And I mean, honestly, this is quite a shame. It's an interesting little game. I mean, it was kind of fun to speedrun. I wouldn't dump too many hours into it, but it also just kind of makes you think what other small, almost hidden-esque gems there are that so many people have dedicated their times to, and how many stories will go unknown because big boys like speedrun.com just don't want to recognize their efforts. Besides all that, I'm quite confident though that I've managed to compile all of the complete history of the Any % Hentai vs Furries speedrunning community. If you want to give it a try, I mean, I guess, I doubt it'll grow beyond, but you never know, there's always some surprising stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope, if you really did, you can leave a like and maybe subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.